Hello everyone, welcome to Royal Online Tutorials, the online educational channel. Today in our video we are going to discuss an important topic heavily discussed nowadays about what is ChatGPT. But before we start, don't forget to subscribe the channel and like the video. So in this video we are going to get benefit from basic information about ChatGPT. Let's start by what is ChatGPT. It stands for Chat Generative Pre-trained Transformer. So ChatGPT is a natural language processing tool allowing users to have a personalized conversation with an AI bot capable of providing them with detailed responses to any question posed. How does it work? As we know, the ChatGPT is a transformer-based neural network that provides answers and data with a human writing pattern. Knowing that the AI has been programmed with endless amounts of text data in order to understand the context, the relevancy, and how to generate human-like responses to questions. So here, the ChatGPT may use a multi-layer transformer network, which is known as a type of deep learning architecture that has proven to be effective and processing natural language. So here the model may take an input sentence, process it using its internal knowledge, and then it generates a response that is relevant to the input. What are the benefits of ChatGPT? We know that it helps businesses to create conversations with their customers that are more engaging and meaningful than ever before. So this makes like the way more easier for companies to build relationships with customers, also to provide them with a better overall experience. Of course, we have additional benefits such as effectiveness. So it's evident that ChatGPT may handle routine and repetitive HR tasks like scheduling interviews. Thereby, it helps them to focus on value-added tasks. Also, we have another benefit concerning the efficiency. It can speed up the process by providing responses and filling up the appraisal forms with candidates' details for the management to take quick and better decisions. It may also improve the communication, helping the HR executives in improving on their communication strategies. It may also enhance data management. Like, for example, it can do all the heavy lifting in data driving processes in order to improve the HR operations. What about the disadvantage of the ChatGPT? One of the primary disadvantages of using ChatGPT for customer service is the potential for the chatbot to provide inaccurate or misinformed answers. As we know, the GPTs are trained through a method of trial and error. So they are only as accurate as the data and algorithms they are based on. Let's now take some useful questions about ChatGPT. For example, how it gets data from. We know that the ChatGPT is an AI language model that was trained on a large body of text from a variety of sources, such as Wikipedia, books, articles, or scientific journals. That means it lacks information on more recent events. What about the cost? It may cost around like $20 per month. And it can be used for customer service, personal assistant applications, automated customer support. So here, by understanding the user intent and context, the ChatGPT can provide accurate and personalized responses to user inquiries. So as we know, the ChatGPT has an impact. It may help uncover the enterprise knowledge more easily than searching through troves of data and documents. It can simply generate an answer that sparks the idea for a solution. It may also break down bigger problems into more easily steps. What about the ChatGPT? Do you think it may affect cybersecurity? We can say that ChatGPT won't make any major difference, and it's designed to work with existing chatbot technologies. So it could be used to augment existing chatbot systems in order to provide more natural language understanding and more human like conversations. How it will affect or change the future? We know that the model could be used to increase the precision of search engines and other information retrieval systems because it can comprehend the human language. And this might make it like very simple for people to locate the information they need, which might affect jobs in the research and data analysis industries. So as a future after ChatGPT, we can say that many are fearing that ChatGPT will take away jobs like that of writers, customer service personnel, developers, translators, etc. It has a huge potential for creating an industry of jobs powered by expertise in the tool itself. How ChatGPT may also impact marketing, because as we know, ChatGPT may affect several areas. We know that the apps and the programs such as ChatGPT make it easier for businesses to publish marketing content without actually needing to write it. This means that the content can be created at much higher speeds and at greater volumes, but there is always caveat. So ChatGPT has emerged as a game-changing technology for businesses looking to improve their customer services by helping them to reduce costs, to improve the response times, to provide a personalized customer service, also to improve the brand reputation. Of course, the ChatGPT will not replace the software engineers or the programmers. We know that the coding is a tool that you use to build a solution to an existing problem. So, being software engineering has nothing to do with coding. And ChatGPT won't be disrupting any field of technology. So the concern about the robots displacing programmers is vastly overstated. There will always be tasks that developers with the human cognition can do that machines will never be capable of doing it. Even for the sales jobs, it's important to know that ChatGPT is a tool and it will not take any jobs. It will be assisting to improve existing jobs and automate certain tasks. But we know that it may have like some limitations in training data and bias issue. Like many AI models, it has limitations in its training data. Both the constraints in training data and the bias in the data can create a negative impact on the model's output. So ChatGPT has shown bias when it comes to training minority data group. And it may make mistakes, but then again, so do humans also. So we have created a robust system that works reliably despite that. And sometimes when different people ask the ChatGPT the exact same question, so there is a probability to get the same answer. There may be a few word variations, but they will be almost identical. So the trick is that several people must word their questions exactly the same for this to happen. Finally, what about the risk? When we come to the risk, the biggest one is that ChatGPT powered conversations could become too robotic and scripted, which could lead to an experience that's far from natural. Additionally, there's always the risk of misinterpretation when automated conversations run rampant. In terms of security, besides the obvious risks that the chatbot poses to users directly, it could be used to create fake news on a large scale. It's not a new thing. So during the pandemic, bots were a large scale tool for spreading false information about vaccines. And finally, about privacy and confidentiality. The users are entering information sometimes into the conversations with ChatGPT over the internet. So there is no guarantee of security in such communications. So confidential employer information could be here impacted if revealed by an employee to ChatGPT. Thank you for watching my channel.